All right, what's good? What's good? We here on a new podcast with my boy Josiah,
Yo,
Flowin
what's
and Flowin
up?
podcast. We're excited to get this going. We've been talking about this for years now. We're in college together. We were roommates in college, talking about doing this. So we're excited to finally put it into motion and get things going. So Flowin and Flowin podcast. Y'all follow on Instagram, TikTok, subscribe on YouTube, and we're gonna get this thing going. Josiah, you got anything?
Nothing, man. It's a long time coming, man. It's about time. Y'all make sure y'all go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead and get attached onto the train so you can never say you was a bandwagon. You was here when we first started. Telling you you don't want to miss this. We're talking, everything, mostly basketball, but just go ahead and
Basketball,
subscribe.
yeah, basketball, pop culture. We're not gonna be talking too much shit about shit we don't know. It ain't gonna be no politics or anything like that up here. We're gonna stay in our lane, but we're gonna keep it fun. It's gonna be fun. Um, I'm excited.
Absolutely.
I'm excited to get this going. So,
Me
you
too,
good,
man.
Josiah?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a question for you though.
What do you want, bro? What do
Have
you
you
want?
read have you read all them books behind you?
I have actually. I actually have. I actually have. There's some I haven't. I haven't. There's some in this stack that I haven't.
Uh-huh.
This whole stack I've read. This whole
Okay.
stack I've read too. So don't try my
No,
gangster
no,
like
I'm
that.
not. I'm just saying like
How many
that.
books do you got at the crib?
No, I'm
Do
saying
you
I'm
fucking
wait.
read?
No, wait. Let me clear up. Let me clear up what I was trying to say. I'm just saying that's a
What?
nice background. I was just making sure that
For
you read
sure.
all those
For
books.
sure. For
I didn't
sure.
put any books in my background for a
No, but
reason. Let's
that's
just say
kind of
that.
an odd way to kind of you know there was something in between the lines there. I know
Maybe,
you. You know the people don't know you, but fucking I know you.
you know,
So
you
so
know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
respond with
saying.
nigga. When the last time you read?
I read every day.
What the
Every
fuck
day.
reading you do?
I read every single day.
What you read?
Bible verses, street signs. In my phone. Like when there's a new post, I gotta read that bitch. Come on now, come on.
Anyways,
I read every day.
anyways, to each his own. To each his own. So, anyways, so this topic we're gonna talk about today is it's probably gonna take up the whole damn segment, to be honest with you.
Hmm.
We're gonna break the ice with the hottest debate in sports over probably the 21st century.
Hmm.
It takes over barbershops, cookouts, everywhere. Um, the GOAT debate and top five greatest basketball players of all time. So,
Yep. Yep.
Josiah, you're up. Who's your GOAT and who's your first five? And we not going we just gonna list them first, give our disclaimers,
All
and
right.
then we'll peel the layers back. But go ahead.
Okay. So my GOAT, the greatest of all time, is none other than Michael Jordan. Although he's a
Okay.
Tar Heel, I'm a Duke fan. It's Michael Jordan. I will show him his respect. It's not even a question for me. So like, let's go ahead and move to number two. Number two, Kobe Bryant. All right. I feel like Kobe Bryant is Michael Jordan in another era. Simple as that. So wherever Jordan is, you gotta kind of attach Kobe next to him. Kobe's number two. Now things get tricky, y'all. This is where things get real tricky. Number three is LeBron James. Okay. And to all the LeBron, riders out here, ride or die. Like we love y'all too, but like y'all gotta chill. Top three is no slight. Top three all time. He got it. Okay. Number four, Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal. He's the most dominant basketball player of all time. Giannis was on that trajectory, but there's just something not there about it. You know what I'm saying? Shaq averaged 30 in the post on niggas his height and body weight. Let's just go ahead and clear that out. And number five is tricky. So I have a tie of Tim Duncan and Magic Johnson. Okay, Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward of all time. He is a cornerstone piece in a successful dynasty. Magic Johnson is arguably the greatest point guard of all time. His first finals, he played the center position and gave you 31 points. So, I mean, chill. I mean, that's pretty obvious, and I feel like those could be interchangeable. But that's the five best basketball players of all time, and that's my list.
Five best or five greatest? Best is a different conversation.
Five greatest.
Okay, bet,
Greatest.
bet, bet.
That's my
Okay,
five.
so for me, let's brace ourselves here. I might piss a lot of people off here. Not that I give a fuck any, but you know,
Hmm.
first, of course, we're gonna make it known that this is a subjective debate. It's all opinionated, and just understand that the world will be a lot much better of a place when we just accept the fact that not everybody thinks the fucking same as
Right.
you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So not everybody has to believe LeBron's the GOAT. Not everybody has to believe Jordan's the GOAT. No, not you could I don't give a fuck who your GOAT is. Just respect that people think different. So that's the big disclaimer because there's a certain section of fans, and we're gonna get to this, that
Hmm.
just can't seem to just let people think for themselves.
Cannot do it.
You can't
Cannot
do
do
it.
it.
But anyways, on to the list. The greatest of all time, undoubtable, undeniable, Michael Jordan, greatest athlete of all time, greatest team sport athlete. That's a different story for a different day, but Michael Jordan is a lock for number one, and that's not going to change ever unless Wemby does something crazy. Number
Hmm.
two is Kobe Bryant, of course. Number three, Stephen Curry. Number four, Tim Duncan. And number five, Shaquille O'Neal. And the names in that S tier are the five I named. You got Jordan, Kobe, Steph, Tim Duncan, Shaq. You got Kareem. You got LeBron. You got Magic. And that's to me, that's kind of the S tier of the history of basketball. If you want to dive deeper, you could throw Bill in there, depending on how old you are or how you feel about that, or Wilt, or whoever the case may be. But for me, there's a certain criteria that I look at when you're talking about the one percenters of basketball, right? I feel like we can't hold these guys to the same standard as just everybody else, because the one percenters of basketball, the greatest of the greats, uh, they can't have the same yardstick as a tier level guy. When I say A tier level guys, I mean, D Wade, great, probably not S tier. Um,
Right.
Reggie Miller, great, probably not S tier.
Right.
Um, there's just there's a different expectation for the Jordans, the Kobe's, the Stephs, the Shaqs. Kevin Durant, right now, he can be. I mean, you could argue that he's S tier just based off of ability.
Hmm.
But right now, he's probably borderline A tier, S tier. Um, but for me, I consider three big things. You got accolades, career accolades, you have stats, and you have success at the top of the mountain, right? So, in particular, I'm talking about when you get to the finals. For me, it's imperative that the one percenters of basketball step over the fucking mountain more often than not. That's important to me. That might not be important to you. Other people may value certain things more than others. Some people may not value that at all. 9 times out of 10, I'll hear people say, LeBron's the GOAT. He can do everything on the court. Okay, yeah, he can, but I don't like losing 6 out of 10 times when it means the absolute most in your career. And 2 times you were swept, and 1 time you were gentleman swept. I don't like that. That to me, that could fuck up a lot of things when you're talking about this one percenter group. you know. So that's kind of how I'm gauging this top five ever in GOAT debate. So I'm gonna let you respond to that and kind of we're gonna peel the layers back one by one. Anything that kind of stands out to you, why you have
Absolutely. Absolutely.
oh God.
Let me go ahead and get started here, okay? Because I wanna premise by saying how I do my list is a combination of multiple things. Yes, we're talking about the greatest of all time. Um, if we wanted to do off of, one thing, championships, it'd be Bill Russell. If he wanted to do off of scoring, it'd be LeBron James. He has the most points of all time. I'm talking about an accumulation of a whole bunch of things, reasons, and my favorite word, context, because that is very, very important. It's not
Oh
everything,
my
but it
God.
is something. So
Oh my God.
let's go through what you had to say here. Is LeBron Did LeBron not have the same pressures at any of those five players that you just said?
In
And
terms of what?
being the best player and taking them to win the championship. It's on your shoulders.
That's what being an S tier one percenter of
Okay.
basketball, the NBA means. I mean,
Okay.
that's
So
he didn't have.
so
He's not the only one
okay.
bruh. I'm not, bruh. Don't piss me
I'm
off tonight, bruh.
what?
Don't no, because
That's a
you're
simple
good. This
question.
you get so You see, you sound like them, bro.
Bro, it's a simple
Everybody in
question.
that S tier, if you're not just LeBron, they'll be like, nobody's had more pressure, bruh. Shut
I
the
didn't
fuck
say that.
up.
I
Everybody
didn't
has
say
the
more
same
pressure.
pressure.
I didn't say more pressure.
You
And
did.
I said, does he not have the same amount of pressure as the other players in your top five? That's all I asked.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to my next point. So if that's the case, how many championships does Shaq have?
Four,
How many championships does Curry have?
four,
Okay, how many championships does Tim Duncan have?
five,
Kobe has,
five,
and Jordan has.
six.
Okay, so if LeBron has the same pressure as all the players on your five, how come he has the same amount of championships as two of those players?
What?
You see how you reward Curry for winning, for handling that pressure and winning a championship four times, but you take it away from LeBron. You quickly said that LeBron's record in the finals is a losing record. Yet
It is.
he has the same amount of championships as two of your players in your top five. Here's my thing, right? Here's my thing with
Josiah. Josiah.
Here's my thing with Steph Curry. I'm just breaking down my disagreements here and breaking down your arguments here, okay? Here's my thing, right? The Curry thing. No, we'll start with Shaq because Curry's last. Shaq is the most dominant player of all time. My issue is not with Shaq
Absolutely.
being in top five. That's not my issue. Okay. I feel like though Curry, Curry, Austin. What's the greatest thing about Steph Curry?
Shot.
Okay. What's the next greatest thing about Steph Curry?
I'd say it's ball handling.
What's the next greatest thing about Steph Curry?
Playmaking.
Okay, great at an all-time great level. His playmaking is all-time great, like top five all-time playmaker.
Did I say that or did you insinuate
He's
that?
in the top five. I'm going off of your list. Is he not? Is he not
That's
in your
not
top
that.
five?
That's see. What did I say my criteria was?
Austin, I'm just breaking down specifics
No,
on each player.
but you're chasing your tail. You don't like you're getting nowhere.
No, I am. I'm
What
getting.
did I say my
You just
criteria
haven't let me
was?
finish my point. You don't know where I'm going. I haven't
Is Tim
finished.
Duncan a greater playmaker than LeBron James? No,
N- Okay, that's
that's
not
not what
that.
I'm basing anything off
And
of.
that's why I'm not finished with my point. I'm asking you the greatest things that he do, right? On the great level. Besides shooting and ball handling, what is up?
Win.
Okay. All right. So he's won the same amount as LeBron James. So LeBron and that on that aspect is just as great as him on the winning. Is
I disagree. 4 for 6 is way
they
better than
have
four
four
for
champ
ten.
anyway. The only reason I have an issue with Steph Curry being over LeBron is because Steph Curry's greatness is predicated on his shot and his shot only. That's it. That's it. He's the greatest shooter of all time, but there's nothing else he does at an all-time great level.
That's like
I'm
saying Shaq's greatness is predicated on his size. You know, that's not fair to say. It's not his fault that
it's
he's
not
that
even his
fucking big.
size. It's not even his size because there was other players that were close to his size and weight. He was just athletic as fuck at that size and weight. He's the
There's
most
nobody
athletic
just
that
like
bro, there was dudes that were as tall as him, maybe not as big as him, but
Manute Bull.
I'm saying it wasn't
This
I'm
fucking
I'm saying
100 fucking pounds.
I'm just saying it wasn't like Victor Wembanyama in the current NBA. Like Shaq was being guarded by other big ass centers. I'm not saying they were as big as him, but Shaq difference was that he was athletic as fuck at that size and weight. He's the most athletic dude at that size and weight probably ever. So that came with his physical dominance. Steph Curry is only great because of his shot. How can in the same era of LeBron James, he have one of the greatest teams of all time and he be above LeBron and they have the same amount of championships, right? And here's another thing, right? Okay, Curry beat LeBron once without
Three
KD.
times.
Let me finish my point. Curry beat LeBron once without KD. LeBron beat Curry without KD. So then when KD, which we agree at the time was the best player in the world when he was with the Warriors, we both agree with that. When he
Hmm.
came and played with the Warriors, was that more about KD on the Warriors or was that more about Steph on the Warriors when they beat the Cavs the next time?
I'd say both, but mostly Katie.
Okay, mostly KD. So then,
Hmm.
so that means he wasn't even the best player on two of those teams. So then how is he over LeBron James? Like that just doesn't add up to me. Steph Curry being a top 10 player, maybe. Maybe Steph Curry being a top 5 player. I just don't see him over LeBron. They went
See,
when it's just them two, they split. When it's just them two, they split. They had the same amount of championships. Curry only shoots better than LeBron. LeBron does everything else better than Curry. LeBron has a longer legacy, a longer prime. LeBron LeBron, and you could say Steph Curry has changed the game maybe bigger than LeBron during his era because you know how kids play now. They just want to shoot threes and everything. And I may agree with that. My only beef is putting Steph Curry over LeBron for the top five. That is insane. Steph Curry only is the greatest shooter of all time. And I'm not taking that away from him. That's top 10 worthy. Over LeBron, though? You see what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
they're you know what I'm saying? That just doesn't make sense. That doesn't make any sense.
No,
And
it
I don't
doesn't make
I don't know
sense to
how you
you.
can make that make sense.
No, because it doesn't make sense to you and all the LeBron fans out there
I'm
because you
not even a
guys,
LeBron fan. I'm a
I'm
Celtics.
not,
I'm a Celtics fan. I want to put
you,
that out there.
in all fairness, sure.
It's hard to watch
But
LeBron.
right now, if I didn't know you, it would sound like I'm talking to a LeBron fan. You sound emotional. You sound like you just can't accept what I just said. What I just said makes no
Yeah, I
sense.
disagree.
Whatever. And
That's what a disagreement.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is exactly what LeBron fans do. And when I say what I just said, again, I have no beef with LeBron James. I don't.
Mhm.
I think he's a great player. I think he's a pioneer of the game, along with those other S tier guys, those other one percenters. But I just, in terms of my criteria of who I consider to be the GOAT of all those three things that I said at the beginning, there's an area there where he just doesn't add up to the others. And in that case, yes, he got to 10 finals. I don't like that as the guy, you lose 6 out of 10 finals. I don't fucking like that. You know, you're the guy on your team, right?
Mhm.
You you mean to tell me 6 out of 10 times the most important series, the biggest stage of basketball in your life or in anybody's life ever, the highest stage of basketball in the world. 6 times your ass got booted back down the mountain and you're the guy?
Bro, I'm not trying to.
I
I'm
don't
not trying.
see here. Nah, look, just give me a second.
Mhm.
I don't like that, and
Mhm.
that's huge to me when it comes to this GOAT debate. Now, if things were different, hell, if he hadn't got swept, I might look at things a little bit different. But bruh, you
Mhm.
got Curry 4 for 6, Tim Duncan 5 for 6, fucking Shaq. What's Shaq? How many finals did Shaq go to? Four for five or six. He went to the finals with the Celtics, right? Was he on that team?
No, he didn't go with the Celtics. I think he's 4 for 4. I think because
No,
he
he's
had.
four. They lost to the Pistons. Four for
Oh yeah,
five,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure. 4 for 5.
4 for 5.
Fucking
Yeah.
Kobe, 5 for 7. Jordan, 6 for 6. You get to the top of the mountain, you finish. I value that. That's important to me. That's a big part of my three, right? And then when you talk about Curry over LeBron, you have that aspect of it. And then just basically you brought up how Curry, for two of the finals that he beat LeBron and two of the finals that he won in general, he had Kevin Durant, sure. But that kind of collapses on itself when you talk about the 2022 finals against Boston when he was out there by his fucking self, right? What happened? That right there, that finals, doesn't get appreciated enough because that shows you the strength and the value of Stephen Curry, right? The gravity he carries. Stephen Curry has the greatest gravity in the history of basketball. I'm talking, he is a coach's nightmare. He is any player in the world's nightmare. You don't want to be on the court against Stephen Curry because the second he touches the ball across half court, you gotta crowd him. He's a threat. Nobody in the history of the game. Shaq has changed the game. Nobody has changed the game on the magnitude that Steph has. You and I, we were watching basketball when Derrick Rose was hot, when Kobe was in his prime, when middies were a thing, when
Hmm.
there was two bigs in the paint on offense.
Hmm.
Steph Curry single-handedly, a mixture of Steph and the European shooters coming over in the NBA, single-handedly changed that shit. Steph
Hmm.
Curry was the driving force of that. You have
Hmm.
teams shooting upwards of 23s a game now. You have players shooting upwards of 12 to 13 threes in a game now.
Hmm.
Steph Curry, nobody has changed the game like Steph Curry has. Then you talk about the two MVPs, the unanimous MVP. He has a finals MVP. There's nothing Steph hasn't done besides win a defensive player of the year. And probably, I don't think he's made an all defensive team. But other than that, like I'm taking Steph over LeBron just off the muscle of that. And then you get to the fact that personally, I also value not grab assing and bouncing ass from team to team to win a championship or trying to call people and gather up teams just to get. If you that guy, it's hey, if you want to fuck with me, great. If you don't, we're gonna beat your ass anyway. I don't like the whole calling going to Miami's one thing, but calling the Bosches, going to Cleveland and you're in the interviews, you're like, we need this, we need that publicly and you get it, and then people are turning around to use that as a crutch as to why he lost the finals. Nigga, you built these teams. So
Right.
you don't get to use that as a crutch when you get swept in the finals. Shit, Allen Iverson ain't get swept in the finals against Shaq and Kobe. He got a game. LeBron can't get a game. It's LeBron. I'm
Okay.
not excuse. See, I'm that shit's not getting by me.
It's
That's what people don't fuck with. People are gonna bring up, but he went to 10 straight finals. That's important to you. I don't like going to 10 straight finals to lose six of them. What the fuck are we talking about? What's important to you? When do we start rewarding S tier and one percenters just for arriving at the stage? When was that enough? Can you answer that? Maybe you have an answer.
I don't have an answer for that because there is no answer for that. There is no answer for that. That's not my argument here. What let's go through what you just said, right? The
Hmm.
the um the finals record. No disputing that. I cannot dispute that. The man went to 10 straight finals, and for most of them, he lost.
Hmm.
And and then his finals record in general, he lost. The sweep on Spurs, that's young LeBron. You can say whatever you want, that's fine. My biggest L from him is the Mavericks, and that's why he'll never be the greatest of all time. Because
Hmm.
that Jordan would never, Kobe would never, Shaq would never, Tim Duncan would never. Steph Curry's had bad games, but he's still finding a way to show up for his team. And LeBron
Yeah.
really let his team down with just not scoring, but like taking himself completely out of the game. Like he was just
I don't want to
he
cut you off, but
yeah.
I think it's important that I say this. Josiah, probably not when I met you. I think I met you in 2017.
Hmm.
I was a huge LeBron fan. Like I
Right.
thought LeBron James was the GOAT at one time.
Hmm.
Everything changed in 2018.
Hmm.
Everything changed because LeBron had one of the three greatest playoff runs in basketball history in
Hmm.
2018,
Hmm.
right? The J.R. Smith game happens, and we're we literally watched LeBron give up on us.
Yeah, we talked
And
about
yes,
that.
I say us because I am a Cavs fan.
We talked about that. Yep.
We literally watched LeBron give up on us, and I'm not talking about the box score. His box score looked good.
Hmm.
If you know basketball for real and you're not a basketball casual, you know the meaning of empty stats. Stats that
Yep.
have no impact on winning or losing the game,
Yep.
right?
Hmm.
They look good, but they had
Hmm.
no weight in the game,
Hmm.
right? I'm watching LeBron, he's not sliding over and help. I'm watching LeBron watch his teammates get blown by, he's not digging. I'm watching LeBron bitch and complain to the refs, not get back on. This is the finals, bro. We don't lay down.
Hmm.
We don't lay down. So I have a different, that's where everything changed for me. Because I feel like, were we supposed to lose that finals? Absolutely. We
Hmm.
were not supposed to beat the Warriors, Kevin Durant, averaging fucking 35 a game.
Hmm.
Like we're not supposed to win.
Because y'all had
But we
barely beat
don't
the
but
Celtics too.
we don't
Even
we
with
don't
that.
barely lay down. We don't lay down.
No, especially not at the
You
state, especially at the
no.
finals. Right.
No, I don't care. You can give all the excuses in the world. And that is my biggest it's not even a beef because if you think LeBron's the GOAT, that's your business. I really don't give a fuck. I don't. What my issue is with this fan base of LeBron is here's what's going to happen. And Josiah, you can confirm or deny what I'm telling you. You
Hmm.
talk to a LeBron fan, you tell them why your GOAT isn't him, and here's what they say. Jordan didn't have to play against Kevin Durant. Look at the teams Jordan played against.
Every
Kobe
time.
didn't have to play against them. What if LeBron played in that era?
Every time.
What did I just say? Hypotheticals, excuses, what ifs.
Hmm.
I give a fuck about what happened.
Hmm.
What happened? Because we could talk hypotheticals all fucking day.
Hmm.
Right, right. Like, what if Kobe had Steph's jumper? What if Bill Russell played today? What if
Right.
Wilt played today? Like
Right.
we can do this all day long. It will never be proven. It's weightless.
Hmm.
All we have to look at is what happened. That's all the context that matters. So, Josiah, and I want you to do this next time you talk to somebody about the GOAT debate, is if somebody says LeBron James, keep an eye on one thing. You say Michael Jordan is the GOAT. You ask them why LeBron James is the GOAT. They're not even going to tell you why LeBron himself is the GOAT. They're not going to talk about LeBron. They're going to bring up Kobe. They're going to bring up Jordan. I didn't ask about fucking Michael Jordan. I didn't
Hmm.
ask about Kobe Bryant. I asked why LeBron James is the GOAT team.
Hmm.
Just give me five fucking facts without looking at Google why LeBron James is your GOAT.
Hmm.
And they could, well, came back from great, awesome. You can use that coming back from 3-1, greatest finals ever. Amazing, amazing. I will never forget that. I'm a Cavs fan. There's
Hmm.
a lot of me that's so grateful for LeBron just for that, really and truly. But what else? And then the cat caught their tongue. And then more excuses, more what ifs, more hypotheticals. Well, Kevin,
Hmm.
they had to form teams just to beat, bro. Shut up. What happened? After you get done crying and, baking your cake, how it makes it, what happened? Tell me
Right.
what happened.
Right.
That's all I care about. All the what
Um,
ifs, that doesn't
your
mean anything to me.
your list, I want to make this clear. Your list, your reason, well, when you tell me your reasoning behind your list, it makes sense why the players are at there. Like your criteria makes sense on why your list.
Hmm.
My only thing is, and you know how I feel about LeBron. Ever since we
Hmm.
met, I never called him the greatest. There's always been times where I've been like, maybe, but like I just knew the mentality is not the same. I When I
Yeah,
watch Jordan play and I watch LeBron play, like I don't even need to know the stats. I could just look at them and
yeah,
be like, "Oh, these are different players. Like these
absolutely.
ain't they're both dogs, but that nigga Jordan over there, bro, like he the one. Like he the one everybody fear. I'm telling you."
Bro.
So wait, so the only thing I have, right? The only thing I have with the Curry over LeBron, right? And
Hmm.
because their careers are so entangled, right? You brought up Curry winning that championship against Boston.
Yeah,
No question. That was all him. I am a Celtics fan. Why the fuck we play drop coverage in the finals against
that was
Curry? I
nuts.
I
That
don't
was
know.
nuts.
Playing drop coverage against bro, he gave us 36 easily on our home floor to close it out. You
Yeah,
got
I
to be
don't
a,
know what
you know
Joe
how much,
Mazzulla was doing.
bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Love
I
Joe
don't.
Mazzulla. Love Joe
Nah,
Mazzulla. But
that was Ime Udoka.
it was. I'm tripping.
That was
I'm
Ime
tripping.
Udoka.
Damn.
We was playing great on
Yeah, Joe
defense.
Mazzulla probably wouldn't have did that.
No, fuck no, fuck no.
Yeah, Joe
And
Mazzulla
now
wouldn't have
when
did
we play them, he don't play that. We don't play that drop cover shit. No,
that.
but my thing is, does LeBron has one of those championships where he led a team by himself and he dominated. He has one of those championships. The
Which
3-1.
championship was that?
If you want to say a 3-1, that's fine. Or
Which championship was that?
you could either say now Kyrie was a big factor, but LeBron.
Oh, we're not. No, no, bro. We're
Okay,
not doing
fine,
this.
fine,
We're not
fine.
doing this. We're
You could
not
say the
doing this.
Miami one then. You could say one of you could not the Thunder one, but against the Spurs. You could say the Miami one then. Because LeBron was clearly the best player on the team, and his second best player was D Wade, but to a lesser degree. Steph Curry's next best player was Klay Thompson. Klay did have some good games in that finals. I'm telling you, Klay had some good games. So it wasn't. I'm saying with a good supporting cast, we know who the driving force of that championship was, right? It was LeBron having his moments and closing out the series. The same thing we're going with Steph. They both have one of those championships. LeBron has more MVPs. Is a better defender. LeBron's a better passer. LeBron in his career, right, against Steph Curry, 1-on-1 with Steph Curry being the best player on his team and LeBron being the best player on his team. We're comparing players. They're 1-1. They're 1-1. We just talked about KD being on the team with the Warriors. We thought KD was the best. So they're 1-1 in finals against each other. That's my
Not
only
true.
gripe.
They're 3-1. Steph's up three. LeBron got one.
Here's the thing, and this is where I don't want to sound like I'm cheering for LeBron or I'm rooting for LeBron. There is
Hey,
context.
come
He
on,
had
bro.
Kevin Durant, who was the best player on that team. It's not. It's if we're comparing players, all I have to do is to go off of when he was the best player on his team and when the other one was the best player on his team. That's the
You
only
can
thing I have to
say
go
that.
off of.
You can
I'm
say
comparing
that,
players.
Josiah. Josiah. You can say that. You can say that. You won a game in 2 years. Two finals trips in a row. You won a game. One LeBron James, one
I'm
percenter of the league ever.
I'm
S
talking about
tier.
against Steph Curry.
That's what I'm talking
Steph
about. We're
Curry.
talking about this. We're talking about the same fucking thing. We're
Okay, but
talking about the
all
same
I'm
thing.
saying is, where you don't use arguments to promote players higher, I don't use those same arguments to demote them. My reason for LeBron James being better, be your reason for Steph Curry being greater than LeBron James shouldn't
Mhm.
be because LeBron James simply has a losing record in the finals. That shouldn't be like, and it shouldn't be because we're comparing players though, right? We're comparing players. Steph Curry was drafted into a special organization with a special coach and a special team, right? LeBron James having to move teams and Steph Curry getting the luxury to stay with the Warriors is two different things, bro. Not everybody gets to stay with the same team.
Excuses.
If
You see
Kobe,
what
if
you're
Kobe, if
doing?
Kobe, if Kobe had his way,
Excuses.
he'd have been traded from the Lakers when he won
But
before he
guess
won two
what? It
more.
didn't happen. What
But
happened?
would you have
What
faulted Kobe the
happened?
same? Would you have
What
faulted Kobe the
happened?
same?
What
Would you
does
have
that
faulted?
matter if it didn't happen?
I'm
See,
just,
this is what I'm saying. This
but
is
I
what I'm
don't.
saying.
The only
This you
reason,
sound like
listen, let me
Josiah. You're
finish.
not
Let me
one of them,
finish.
and you
No, no,
sound like one
no,
of them.
no, 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 no. This is not this.
You're not one of them, and you
I'm
sound like
bringing
it.
up. I'm bringing up an example. I'm not hanging my entire argument on the what if. I'm just bringing up an example. My entire argument has nothing to do with the what if. I'm just saying the things that you take and discredit from a player from being above a different player. It has context of why the other player is there. Yes,
I don't
Steph
give a
Curry
fuck
has.
about context, bro.
I'm going off of the reasons you said. You discredited LeBron James for switching teams and picking his own teams, right?
I
All
didn't
I'm s-
discredit him. I just said somebody else was above him.
but that's what you're saying. You're saying one of the reasons why you can't put him above somebody else is because that is a factor. Yes or no? Is that
The biggest reason
I'm just going
is
down your
what
factors.
happened in the finals.
Absolutely. I'm just going down your factors, bro. That's all I'm doing. This is off of what you said. Okay.
Hmm.
All I'm saying is that reason is then why can't then you don't turn that on into think, well, why did Steph Curry get to stay with the Warriors for that long? Does that happen all the time? That is a very special case that players get to be with their organization, and they turn out to be one of the best organizations of all time.
LeBron chose to leave.
Absolutely. And if Kobe
Okay,
had his
so what
way,
are you talking about?
If Kobe had his way, he'd have left too. I'm just saying,
But he didn't leave.
he
It
by
didn't
the grace
happen.
of God, by the grace of God,
But it didn't happen.
by the
So
grace of
what
God.
see? Like none of that. I'm gonna be
But
real, Josiah. Your
you're going
last
back.
five.
You're going back on my thing and saying you're literally saying, right, what I'm saying it didn't happen. Yes, you're right. But I'm saying the reason it happened with Steph Curry is a special occurrence. To take that away from LeBron James because Steph Curry got a special occurrence to be with one of the greatest organizations doesn't make him greater than LeBron. You use that as one of your factors as why LeBron is not as great as Steph Curry. Those things you cannot, those are not measurables. Like, I can't say, oh, because LeBron had to go to different teams and because like KD switching different teams is totally different. Like, I'm just saying, because LeBron had to go to different teams and he didn't have the same luxury to be able to stay in an organization where they completely build around this dude and the organization is superb from top to bottom, coach from GM to all the way up. That's not how I can't on my list, I can't factor it in on why somebody else is greater than somebody else. It was one of your factors. Another one of your factors was um that Steph Curry changed the game. Absolutely. I agree 100%. His impact is probably second to none. I mean, the only other person I can think is Jordan because we wear his shoes to this day. But like Curry has the greatest impact I've ever seen. He was the driving force. I also want to shout out my boy James Harden. He was in the passenger seat of that truck. I just want to say, yes, Steph Curry was but James Harden has a huge effect on this generation. Step backs, threes, all of that. I just want to factor that in. All I was saying, bro, is that some of your reasons why you break down LeBron can't be at a certain is when you think about the other players who have those reasons, I'm a little bit of a context person. It's not everything, but all I'm saying is some of those reasons don't add up. You know what I'm saying?
To you, they don't.
If we're comparing Curry's career to LeBron's career, LeBron has more MVPs. LeBron has been undoubtedly the best player on every single team he's played on. LeBron has more defensive like he's obviously a better defender, more defensive teams. He's a better passer. They have the same finals record. And when they go up 1-1, they're split. I get the finals records lost. That's why he's not my GOAT. Simple as that. It's that alone. I get the like the switching teams, I get it to a certain extent. But I'm not gonna use that and then like you know what I'm saying? Same time, not say that about Steph Curry. Yes, Steph Curry got to stay with the same team, but it don't work like that all the time. It's special when it works like that.
Excuses.
You call it excuses. It's the truth. It's the
It's
truth.
excuses. It
It's the
no, it's not
truth.
the truth. It's
It is.
excuses.
It is. It's
It's
special.
excuse.
Not
See,
everybody gets to
look,
stay.
look, Josiah, Josiah.
Not
And I
everybody
want
gets to stay.
everybody to listen to this. I'm not for New Year's resolutions. I'm not for New Year, new me.
Mhm.
I'm not for none of that shit. But in 2026, let's try to do something, right? Let's stop making excuses for fucking grown ass men. Can we stop doing that?
Yeah.
Can we stop making excuses for
That
men
was
and
actually on
women?
my list too.
Let's
That was actually
stop
on my list.
making let's stop making excuses for grown ass men and women, especially when we're talking about the one percenters of a certain area. We're talking about the 7 to 10 greatest players to ever pick up a basketball. Greatest, not best, greatest. Greatest and best are two totally different conversations. When you talk about greatness, you have to consider what happened at the highest stage because that defines you. That moment
What did
right
I
there,
say?
let me finish. You have to consider that. That has to. I don't understand. That's one thing I don't
I
get
know.
about LeBron fans. How they just skate past that and just ignore that, like it just didn't happen. Like four times out of ten, he got booted back down the mountain. Like twice he didn't get swept. Like the Mavs finals didn't happen. Like the second time against the third time against the Spurs when they lost to Kawhi. They were not supposed to lose that series. How that happened? How he has more All Stars on the teams that he's played on than anybody that's above him on my fucking list, and he still has less or the same amount of championships and more attempts. Don't talk to me about fucking help and excuses and what ifs when he's had everything a superstar can ask for. I don't want to hear it.
I think we're arguing. I think we're arguing a different point. My concern is not if LeBron should be talked about as the greatest or greater over a certain. I'm just talking about in Steph Curry's case, right? If we're looking at their careers and we're saying who's the greatest out of both of them, you're looking at Steph Curry and you're looking at LeBron. Who's the greatest?
I think
I'm
Steph's
not.
greater.
I think LeBron is greater, and the reason
That's
why I
fine.
think LeBron is greater is because for many of reasons, like I just said, one of those reasons is I look at when they were both the best player and they both
Hmm.
made it to the finals. That stage that we're talking about, the highest level, LeBron
Hmm.
gave you the greatest finals ever to the
The
team that had the
greatest finals ever. Holy
to the
shit.
team to the team that had the best record in NBA history, with your
Hmm.
best player being Steph Curry. So
Absolutely.
then we're talking statisticals. We're adding this
Hmm.
into the factor I already have. LeBron has more points. LeBron has more assists. LeBron has more rebounds. LeBron is a better defender statistically. And yes, so and then off of that, we're talking impact. Yes, Steph Curry has a greater impact than LeBron. I'm not even gonna argue with that because there's LeBron is really like a traditional basketball player. He doesn't have like a specific
Yeah.
move that takes him outside of like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Kurt.
Saying he hasn't changed the game like Steph is not a jab or like
No,
a knock on him. He's just like he is another. He's really like a 6'8" point guard, 260. Like he didn't do anything to really
right.
separate himself from everybody like Steph and Shaq did. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like that's like
Exactly.
there's nothing wrong with saying that.
There's nothing wrong. He's not like a super flashy player or nothing like that. So
Yeah.
when I look at those things, right? Two of those reasons came to LeBron and one came to Curry. The
Hmm.
only thing Curry, and now we're just talking straight doing what you do on the court. The only thing Curry does better is LeBron. So with all those factors, I cannot simply sit here and say LeBron's career, Steph Curry's career. Steph Curry had a greater Steph Curry as the best player, as an S tier player, had a greater career than the S tier LeBron.
Hmm.
Look, that's my take. That's my take. Yes, LeBron went to the finals and got swept against the Spurs. And no, we do not. We do not reward second place. We do not
We
award
don't.
just getting there. We're not
We
going to
don't.
give you the award for
I
that.
don't know when the fuck we started that. But the
I never did.
LeBron fans, they do that. They love to do
I
that.
I know
When
they
the
I
fuck
know
we start giving medals out to second place,
I
nigga?
know
Fuck
they do
second
that. No,
place.
I know they do that the rec league and these rec leagues, these 20-year-olds or these 19 or the AU leagues, they
Let me
give
tell you
second and head
something. Let me
trophies.
tell you something.
It's the big leagues.
Give my motherfucking kid a second place medal if you want to. Give my fucking kid the shit. We don't do
It's
second
all
place,
about
nigga. We not
inclusion,
celebrating that
Austin. It's
shit.
inclusion. It's a
Fuck that.
participation.
Ain't no inclusion, nigga. Ain't no inclusion. You win or you lost. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Participation. This ain't
Thank
class,
you
nigga.
for
Ain't no
participating.
participation grade. Fuck out of here.
So for
You don't
those,
get points for showing up, nigga. What you do?
so so for those reasons is why I can't put. But I hope you see what I'm saying, right? And how I factor my list. If I'm gonna
Mhm.
put somebody over somebody, I'm gonna compare them up their careers and see how is he greater than this person, and that's where I
Mhm.
put my list.
Okay.
And Steph Curry, I don't want to sound like a Steph Curry hater because I'm not. I
Mhm.
just, other than his shot, like I know you don't like the stuff behind it, just what you see and like what happened. Steph Curry has the greatest shot of all time. He has had the
Mhm.
luxury to be in one of the greatest organizations with a great coach, with a all-time defensive player, and Clay, who could be considered as another top five shooter of all time. That shit matters, bro. Like I'm not saying.
But my
I'm
thing
not,
with that
I'm
is,
not taking it away from Curry, but I'm also not going to reward him for being better than LeBron James because of those factors. Him
but
then
my thing
also
with
adding some. Or there's somebody who was better than him on a team that helped him beat LeBron two more times.
Okay, but my thing with that is you brought up Clay and Dre when they're innocent. They were drafted to Golden State.
Right.
This wasn't like LeBron going to management, and we're just gonna say allegedly because there's never really facts that come out about this. Like we never really know. This is all speculation, but we
Hmm.
do have reason to believe that LeBron does have significant pull in on whatever team he plays for, right?
Hmm.
And we've seen him go to the media publicly after a loss and say, "We need a point guard, we need this, whatever the case may be." We've seen it happen. Getting drafted and building through your talent that you drafted is way different than, hey, go get him, go get him, go get this. We need this, we need that,
But isn't
so
that
I can win a championship.
isn't
There's a
that an
big difference.
isn't that an organization thing though? The organization is drafting the players and developing them. It's a
Would
luxury
Thanasis
to.
be in the fucking league if it wasn't for Giannis?
But I'm talking about no. But I'm talking about Steph Curry's case. I'm talking about
Like,
Steph Curry's case. His organization was a good enough organization to see the draft talent in Draymond Green, to see the draft talent in Klay Thompson, and develop them. Cleveland wasn't doing that. Who did they draft after LeBron? We don't know.
are we talking about LeBron James or are we talking about Dan Gilbert?
I'm saying to Steph Curry's point, he had the luxury of being in a good organization who know how to see
So,
talent and
so, so,
develop it. So
so
Lebron's alternative, right, is unfortunately is to call players and be like, I want this and that. I-
you're
That's
sounding
all I'm
like them.
saying. But
You're
that's
sounding
not
like them
no, bro. See, your thing is
because
anytime anybody has something to say, like
no,
in defense of LeBron, you think I'm a LeBron. Like it's
no,
not even
because
that.
there's a difference between defending and making it make sense and then excuse and defending him based on excuses.
I don't
All of
excuse
this
that. I just don't
you're
factor
talking
that
about
into him.
you're talking about the luxury of the teams that these guys of the management of the teams that these guys played on.
Is that not a
You
luxury?
are the luxury.
But
Michael Jordan is the luxury.
is that
Kobe
not a
Bryant
luxury?
is the luxury. LeBron James is the luxury. Steph
Okay,
Curry is the luxury.
drafting
There
Scottie
is
Pippen,
no
is that not a
championship without
luxury?
any of that.
Drafting Scottie Pippen, is that not a luxury? Drafting
They
Klay Thompson,
traded.
is that
They traded for Scotty. He
either
was
way?
drafted
Either
to
way, either
Seattle,
way,
and then they
either
traded for
way,
him.
either way, they saw the talent in him and say we need to trade for him. Is drafting Klay Thompson not a luxury?
I don't
Do every
understand
do
what you. I don't
It's a,
understand
my
what are
only
you
thing
saying?
is I don't take that away from LeBron because I
I'm
can't
not
give I
taking. I'm not
yeah,
taking it away from LeBron.
you
I just don't
did. That was
consider that
one
a factor. I don't
that was one of
consider it a
your
factor. It
factors.
doesn't
That
make
was
sense
one
to me.
that
I'm
was
not
one of your
comparing fucking
factors.
Dan Gilbert to
That
fucking.
was that was
I
one of your
don't. Bob. My.
factors.
I think his name's. No, it wasn't one of my
Your
factors.
One of your
No, it
factors
wasn't.
was the fact LeBron James switched teams that many times and calls players and gets players on his teams.
You brought
Why
up
does
the
he
draft. You
you
brought up
say
the
that
draft.
I just brought up the draft to say that Steph Curry's organization. That was a reason why I was saying Steph Curry's organization has been an excellent one. One of your points was one of your points was LeBron James switched teams. He calls players to get on his team, this and that I'm saying. Why is that? Why does he do that, Austin? Whether you like it or not, whether you think that's an excuse or not, there's a reason he does that. Yes or no?
Excuse.
Okay, so
Excuse.
either you could say that, but it's true. You could say it, but they weren't
This is
drafting
piss
like that in
poor.
Cleveland. So
This is piss poor.
I'm not gonna reward Steph Curry for that and put him over LeBron James, and that be one of the reasons why he's over LeBron James. When that shouldn't be a reason why he's greater than LeBron James. That shouldn't be a factor
What did
because
I say the biggest reason was? What did
I
I say my
understand.
deal breaker
I
was?
understand. I just went at some of your
Okay.
points. I didn't go at all of them. I just went at some of them. And that one, I'm attacking head hard because that one, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're giving something, you're taking away from LeBron as if it's not a luxury, but you're not using that to, you're using that to apply to Steph Curry to put him above. One of the reasons why are you using it? And I'm just saying is, that's not how it's working on my list. I
Did you?
can't do that.
Okay. Okay. But even then, right? Even then, and you say like LeBron had to make calls to get talent because Dan Gilbert wasn't developed, whatever whatever you were saying, which still doesn't make sense,
Makes
right?
perfect sense.
Even even if you think about that, LeBron has played with more help and all-stars than Steph Curry, has he not? Has he not?
Yes. Yes,
So
Austin, yes.
what is the excuse? So you're making the right calls, but you're just not getting it done. So we're back to square one. So now what?
Okay.
So
There
now
is
what?
there is no excuse. I'm not using that to excuse LeBron
We could
James
really
as to
move on
why
to the next topic.
I'm not using that to excuse LeBron James as being better than Steph Curry. I didn't say LeBron James, the people he call and all of that is a factor to why he shouldn't be, because he doesn't do well when he picks his own players. Obviously, he's not a fucking GM. He's a basketball player. So he's not good at being a GM. We can agree with that. When the trade deadline comes up and you're on the Cleveland Cavaliers and you say Channing Frye is the guy that I want. I know exactly you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Allegedly,
And you're
we don't know that for sure, but we'll just say allegedly there.
this
But
nigga wanted Channing Frye allegedly. Allegedly, he wanted Channing Frye. Like the fuck. But anyway, all I'm saying is, bro, I just don't use that to like some of the factors. I don't use that to discredit somebody. That is, yes, yes. In KD's situation, totally different. KD's the only person I will always use that against because that's totally different. He went to the greatest team, the team that just broke the record, that beat him, and
Mhm.
then he joined them. I'm
Yeah.
talking about I'm talking about using that specific to reward somebody when they had the luxury of being drafted to a team that knows how to draft, is a good organization, has a good coach, and develop players to somebody else who didn't have that opportunity. And I know you don't like what ifs and hypotheticals, but this is a fact. Kobe wanted out of the Lakers. And if he got out of the Lakers,
Oh,
I just want to know if you'd have
if
to I just want
if
to I just want to know
if
if the music would be the same for you.
if
That's it. That's it.
if I guess
That's
we'll
it.
never know because it didn't happen, Josiah.
I guess we'll
If
never
my
know.
sister had a dick, she'd be my brother. I mean, like, what
I
if,
guess we'll
fuck
never know.
if. We
But
won't
do you
ever know because it didn't
but do,
happen. All we
but
can go off of is what happened.
do you understand where I'm coming from though?
No, I
At
don't
all?
at
So
all.
none of my points
Zero,
made any
zero,
sense. And
zero,
see, and that's the
zero.
difference. That's the
Because
difference. I can
I
see where
don't,
you're coming from.
I don't do excuses, bro. I don't
I'm
fucking
not
like excuses.
where am I
You know
giving him an
this.
excuse? Where am I
You
giving
are. You're
him an
talking about the
excuse?
luxury of the management and how they drafted when you have more talent than
Austin,
everybody in front of
Austin,
you on the list.
Austin, listen to me. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm saying on
Sound
my
like it to
list,
me.
I don't reward and award certain things to players that are like that because there is context behind that. There is context,
Who?
but I don't
Just
use that. I don't use that to reward or demote players. That's all my thing is. That's the only thing. I'm not excusing anything of LeBron's. I just don't use it to put him below Steph Curry because he called players to come play for him.
can
That's
we
not
move
one of
on
my.
from this? Can we move on
I'm
from
just
this?
saying.
No,
Anything else?
because we're doing circles. We're doing circles. You keep repeating
Not.
yourself, and it doesn't make any more sense.
It makes perfect sense. It makes
No, it
perfect
doesn't.
sense. We're gonna look back at this tape one day, Austin. This is our first tape. When we make it and we go big, we're gonna look back at this tape. And I want this tape to always be reviewed. Okay? I want this tape to always be reviewed. And understand that I am not making any excuses. This is my camera. This is my camera, right? My only camera. This is me.
Well,
Can
I actually can't see you right now because I'm recording with the back of the iPad. So
That's so disrespectful. So you
no,
just
because I
you
didn't
ain't
want to do the
you
face
ain't even
cam.
got the nerve to look me in the eye.
No, bro, because listen,
That's
because you know
crazy.
how
That's fucked
no,
up.
because when you do the face camera, the shit flips your shit.
That is so fucked up, bro. He's not even looking
No
me in my eye,
disrespect.
bro. He's just
No,
hearing me
I
in his
got,
headphones. Of course, you don't understand what I'm saying. It sounds like dribble to you.
bro. I told you I was doing that before we started, bro. I told you I
Look,
was doing that.
we can switch to something else. I agree with your list. The only thing I agree with is Steph Curry. Disagree with is Steph Curry being above LeBron James. For going one player after one player, I don't think his career is greater than LeBron's. That's all.
Can we dive into
Let's do it.
specifically why Michael? Because the hot debate isn't the greatest five ever. the hot debate is MJ or Bron. And
Yes.
that I don't understand itself because I don't know. I have a hard time finding when LeBron just jumped over Shaq, jumped over Tim Duncan, jumped over Kobe,
Hmm.
and now you're saying he's greater than the greatest athlete in sports history,
Mm,
right? And here's my thing with Jordan. I'm not even really a Jordan fan,
hmm.
right? I'm, you know me, my big three in basketball history, my favorites, Iverson, Kyrie, Kevin Durant. I didn't say
Hmm.
anybody, none of my five greatest were in the three that I just said. But
Right.
we're just looking at from the standpoint, my criteria for the S tier one percenters of the
Hmm.
league, right? You're talking about 6 for 6 in the finals, no
Mm,
game sevens.
mm,
And there's a lot of people that don't know what I'm about to say. Michael Jordan, and you can look this up, Michael Jordan from 1991 to 1998 didn't lose 3 games in a row.
mm.
You
Damn.
know how fucking insane that is?
Damn.
That's, you want to talk about dominating your sport. That is
Damn.
insane.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You
And I didn't know.
have
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
you have 10 scoring titles. 10.
Mm, mm,
And
mm,
people will be like, "Well, what about the rebounds and the assists?" Okay. Last time I checked, and I value scoring. I do. Because last time I checked, the fucking scoreboard isn't a reflection of rebounds or assists. Scoreboard is the reflection of how many points were
points.
scored.
Right.
That's the heaviest stat in basketball.
No question.
We we have to acknowledge that. 10 times Michael Jordan was the highest scorer in the league.
And this is 30. We're talking
Yeah,
30 he was averaging.
we're no three balls. One year he averaged 30 a game and made 12 threes in the season. I remember reading that somewhere. Could be wrong. Check me on that. But he wasn't shooting threes like that.
No. No.
This is all work off the jab step, off the triple threat,
Hmm.
pull ups, mid work. Like, bro, you're talking about 6 finals MVPs. You got to the pinnacle of basketball, the
Mm,
highest stage anybody could ever dream of.
hmm.
Not only did you win, but you cemented yourself as the greatest player, the best player, by putting together those great finals that he did
Yeah.
and the great playoff runs that he did. Then they'll be like, what about the Wizards? Okay, what about the Lakers now?
Mm, mm, mm,
I mean, you want to use the back end of Jordan's career. Let's look at the back end of LeBron's career now.
mm.
Josiah, when was the last meaningful playoff run the Lakers had?
It's been since they won a championship.
No, I think they made it um then a year, maybe a year or two after,
They went to the
but
Western Conference Finals, but they got
but
swept
he been getting bounced like round ball to say the least when he get there,
to the same team.
right?
To the
So
same
so
team.
we're so we're not gonna hold Michael Jordan's back end years and then not hold LeBron's back end years against him. Because I'm gonna be real right now, and I don't. Bron might as well just retire, and
Yeah,
then
been
they'll
saying
bring
that.
up the scoring record. You talk about points. He's the greatest scorer ever. Has the most points ever. Josiah, do me a favor. You got your phone on you?
I do.
Look up how many. Michael Jordan's career was 15 seasons.
Hmm.
How many total points did Michael Jordan have after year 15? How many total points did LeBron have after year 15? I'll wait.
How many total points did Michael Jordan have after 15 seasons? Michael Jordan had 32,292 total points.
How many did LeBron have after 15 seasons?
LeBron had 31,038 points. That
See
seems
what I'm
less to
saying?
me. That seems less to me,
I don't
Austin.
know about Josiah. I don't know about you, but when I go to the dealership, I'd rather go with 32 bands than 31 bands. I mean, not much of a difference, but a
So like more
difference
to me.
nonetheless.
It's more.
It's more to
Okay.
me,
Okay.
more to
Okay.
me. So the scoring debate's out of question because now, like, bro, he broke the scoring record in his 20th season.
Right. Right.
20th season.
Right.
You love
Right.
what ifs and hypotheticals. Some, not you specifically, but the LeBron fans out there love what ifs, excuses, and hypotheticals so much. Let's just say Michael Jordan plays 5 more years.
Mm.
What the fuck you think happens? Who
He's
holds the
breaking the
scoring
script.
record in the NBA?
Michael Jordan. Also, you also don't take account. Michael Jordan left the game twice.
Twice. Twice. So, and then when you look at just alone from 1990 to 1998, Michael Jordan has done more in that
Mhm.
time frame than LeBron has done in 20 fucking years,
Yep.
win wise.
Yep.
Call my bluff. And the icing on the cake, less All Stars.
Mm.
So don't
Mm.
you catching my drift here?
Yep.
There's really, I'm gonna be honest, there's no comparison here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero.
And that's why I let you go off on there because I really don't have much to say. It's not much of an argument
Like,
for me. It really hasn't been. All of those reasons you stated right there. We're talking about a man who's reached the mountaintop undeniably and dominated every time he got there. There's no question.
absolutely.
He left no room on the table for there to ever be a question. Who got to the mountaintop? Who dominated on the way to the mountaintop? Who dominated at the mountaintop? And then if we're being honest, who was the best player undoubtedly in their era? LeBron is not even undoubtedly the best in his own era.
He's not.
Steph Curry's with him on that. So because you could give it to Steph Curry, you could also say KD was right there. You know how we feel about that. There was always
Yeah.
questions of who's the best player. It was never a question when Jordan was in the game. It wasn't even a
Yeah.
thought.
From the night,
So
like Jordan's era, Jordan has six in his era. Nobody
right,
else has six.
right.
Kobe's era, Kobe has five.
Hmm.
Tim had five, but
Hmm.
I think Tim won his fifth when Kobe, I don't know,
Yeah.
when he was,
He was
those were the tail end years. He was on the
mhm.
brink of retirement. I don't know if the Achilles happened yet. It
Not
might have
just
already,
yet.
not, yeah, but damn close. Tim has
Yeah.
five and Kobe has five.
I don't even
Ron
listen to
has
their I don't listen to their argument about the all-time points. Like you said, he's in his 20th fucking season. I
20,
mean,
actually now it's his 22nd. I could be wrong. Might even be his 23rd. Why are you, well, go away, retire.
he
Because
can't
like
he
now
can't
it
let it
just
go. Now it looks bad. Now it takes
it's
away.
getting to
You
that point, bro. Because I mean,
yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm gonna be honest. Like when he broke the scoring record, why not ride off into the sunset? I don't know. I don't know why. Like
yeah.
because right now he's hurting the Lakers.
At least even after was his son on the team that year, or was it the next year his son came? It was the
Not
next
well.
year.
I don't know if Bronny was on the team when he broke the scoring record.
Even let's say he waited for his son to get on the team. When his son get on the team, It's time to go. It's time to go. Like
Yeah, now,
you,
bro, they're having debates about if he's an all-star this year, or they're gonna give it to him because his
if
name is LeBron
LeBron
James. But
gets in an All-Star game, I'm
he's not an
fucking
all-star.
riding.
He's gonna
I'm
be in the All-Star
fucking
game.
riding.
He's gonna be in the All-Star game.
Austin,
He's
Austin. Fuck
bro,
the
cause
NBA if he
but
gets in the if he gets to the All-Star game. Fuck him.
but the thing, bro, like look, cause like my thing is like you're hurting the Lakers.
Absolutely.
They're trying to build behind Luca, which I don't
Which
agree with. I don't
right.
agree. I don't think a Luca-led team will ever win a championship.
That's
But that's
fair.
a different story for a different day.
Hmm.
Bro, like LeBron, like let the Lakers move on. Let the Lakers build. And he's dead weight.
He is.
Not saying
He
he's
is.
impactless. Not saying he still can't go get 30 on a night or
Yep.
make an impact, but like what are
Yeah,
we
man.
doing?
I
Like they could have got some real assets for him, but he's just is it because of Bronny? I,
I don't know.
we know
I
one
think
we know one thing. Once Braun bounced, Bronny's a close second, right out that motherfucker.
Bronny is
He
hoping LeBron never leaves.
and I like Bronny. I think LeBron. I think Bronny can hoop. He is a professional
Yeah,
basketball
for
player.
sure.
I don't think he's
For
an
sure.
NBA player right now. I don't think he's an
Right.
NBA player right now. But that might be why Braun is just sticking around. So Bronny gets his 4 years, his rookie deal, and then he bounces because he knows this. If LeBron goes to a different team,
It's over.
yeah, Bronny, you're in the G League or you're playing for fucking Barcelona, FC Barcelona or some shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
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 it's not that he doesn't have the capabilities. It's the NBA, bro. They don't really have this much time for you to develop. You need time to develop, bro. Like
yeah, yeah.
it's like
I think he's a great. I think he was better off like just committing to the G League right now and
well
then
that
turning into an NBA player.
that whole thing, the issue he had with the his where his heart and like that situation where he was hospitalized. He lost a year of basketball and then played only a few games and then went into the so he's really like behind. You know what I mean? His
Yeah,
own trajectory. You know,
yeah.
so but as far as the yo,
Yo,
can you hear me?
yeah,
As far as the LeBron being better than Jordan, bro, I don't want to hear it, bro. And all the reasons you just listed, and I'm gonna go to another simple factor. When you watch them play, bro, you said it earlier. I've seen LeBron give up, bro. I've
yeah.
seen LeBron give up. Empty stats. That alone is enough for me. No greatest of all
See,
time can that is you can't be the greatest of all time giving up.
yeah, bro.
You
It's
can't. You just can't.
and I'm not sitting here saying LeBron's not great because he
Right.
is. He
Right.
is in. He's in the one percenters ever of basketball.
Ever.
100%. I don't understand nor agree how he just first off like the Kobe and the Michael Jordan argument. It's not even an argument. Like I don't understand where people get that from. Any three and below, that's an argument. You could argue it. But
Yeah.
for Kobe and Jordan, what are we talking about?
Right.
What are we talking about? There's
Right.
really there's no argument. Now the
Yeah.
Braun Kobe gets a little stickier, makes a little bit more sense. Not to me though. Because you go back to the effort thing. Like and you
Hmm.
go back to the empty stats.
Hmm.
We saw game 7 of Kobe Bryant versus the Lakers on the Lakers home floor in that finals where he shot 6 for 24
Mm. Mm-mm-mm.
and he still dominated that game.
Yep.
He still had the greatest impact on that game just by his effort.
Hmm.
You go back and watch those highlights, you watch the game, you'd have thought the nigga had 50.
Yep. The way he was hustling and just playing and
He
his
would have
presence.
died
Yeah,
to win.
yeah, yeah.
They are
No,
not the same.
they're not the same, bro. And that's
They're
just
not
off
the
eye
same.
test. That's just off eye test. That's just watching the game.
Uh,
Like,
and then you get to Kobe. There's some people may throw an asterisk on Kobe's three championships with Shaq because of Shaq.
mhm,
I don't think that's fair because look at Kobe's numbers. Look at
right,
what happened when Shaq fouled out against Indiana.
right.
That's what Kobe brought to that team. You play through Shaq, you close with Kobe because Kobe's that too. We're not just
Right.
going to sit here and discredit Kobe like he was just some Robin. Like he could have led that team too. Absolutely, especially in fourth quarters when you can't depend on Shaq to make free throws.
You cannot.
Kobe had to be that. So you have the 5 for 7 in the finals. You have the three-peat with Shaq, but the asterisk goes away with the repeat after Shaq leaves. That's where that asterisk with those three championships disappears when you talk about the next two. When he repeated against Orlando and Boston with Pau Gasol and a young Andrew Bynum, which was nice. Andrew Bynum was nice. We're
Yeah,
not
it
gonna act like
was.
Andrew Bynum was some slouch. But
But
you take
come on.
away the guy who you say was the reason Kobe's not much has changed. Not much changes with that Lakers team, except for those couple years where they were being coached by Rudy T, and they were, you
Yep.
know, it was a little ugly for a second right when Shaq left, but they got it together.
Yep.
Because I mean, we're all of the essence that nobody wins alone. Kobe was alone when he was being coached by Rudy T, and he had the 81 point game. Kobe was alone.
He was by himself.
Absolutely, nobody
That
wins alone.
that roster
Nobody.
was atrocious.
So you have that. Kobe has more, again, we go back to points, the heaviest stat in basketball, more scoring titles,
Hmm.
um,
More
more all
championships.
defensive teams.
Yep.
Like
Yep. More
he has an
championships.
MVP. He
Right.
has finals MVPs, five for
Yep.
seven in the finals at the highest stage.
Yep.
We're talking apples to oranges, man. And for
That's
me, what I value and a lot of people may think this does or doesn't make sense or whatever the case. I have a different respect for a guy like Jordan and a guy like Kobe and a guy like Steph that wins without bouncing around. I respect that. And yes, we know
hmm
Kobe wanted a trade. Kobe
hmm
was on the brink of going to the Bulls. We understand that. It
hmm
didn't happen though. He ended up making it work, and they made it fucking work.
Right. Right. They
You know
did.
what I mean?
They
So
did. They damn sure did.
what's the one thing in common with my three greatest players of all time? They won with their franchise.
Yep.
All of their
Yep.
rings.
Yep.
Wasn't no calling the congregation to go get him or going bouncing ass from team to team or anything.
I
No,
know.
none of that. None of that. I don't look, I have a different respect for that.
I
And
get
I
it.
know you don't
I get it.
agree, and I know you don't like when I say it like that. It is what it is though. First
Oh,
1%ers of the league, S tier guys, you ain't supposed to be nah. You come here. If you want to win here with me, we go win, or I'm gonna bust your ass on the way. I
yeah,
respect that.
I don't necessarily disagree and don't respect that. I just, like I said, I just don't use that specific reason to demote LeBron. That's it. But everything else, I agree. I respect it from a standpoint. They stood in a fire and they won at the highest level numerous times by just
Mhm.
staying put. I respect that 100%. In LeBron's case, I don't. anybody's case, unless it's Kevin Durant, I just don't use that reason to take them down because there are other reasons why they did do that. But it's not that I disagree. I wanna clear that
Yeah.
up for the people. I
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But I will never be like, oh, but the reason why this and that means LeBron should be greater because he didn't have an no, no, absolutely not. He still made the
Yeah.
choice to leave Cleveland. He made the choice
Yeah.
to leave Miami. He made the choice to leave Cleveland again. He didn't have to do any all of that. Honestly, he's been,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like he's been on three teams. That's clearly his choice, and he's called every single player to play with them. He's called them on the phone and told them to come. So that's a totally different factor. So I agree with you. I respect the fact that Jordan stood in the fire. He waited for the Bulls to find Scottie Pippen. Kobe, yes, he wanted to leave, but he stood in the fire because ultimately, I'm sure if they were going to trade him, it'd have been up to him. So he obviously
Hmm.
hold back a little bit, stood in the fire, and they got Pau Gasol, and they worked and got a team around him, and it worked. So
Yeah.
and even you can even say that about like players like Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce had every reason to leave Boston. They were garbage before they got
Yeah.
uh KG and Ray Allen, but he stood in the fire, they got him, and then he got his own ring. So I
Yeah.
definitely respect it. I can't do nothing but respect that shit. No question.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You
I
could
don't
say that. You could say the same with like a Giannis. You know. Um.
exactly. Exactly. Giannis had
Yeah.
every reason to leave. Every reason to leave if he wanted to. Like to him, you couldn't tell him there wasn't another reason because he was in the KD era of everybody leaving and shit. Nope. He stood in the fire, they got a team around him and they won a championship. Like that's you can never take that away from him. But yeah,
Yeah,
this
bro.
this this LeBron thing, bro, like listen, bro, if you're a LeBron fan, bro, and you come up to me and say LeBron's the greatest, I may not even argue with you because, like you said, Austin, I know what you're gonna say. And you're gonna go straight
Yeah,
to
bro.
Jordan. You're gonna
Yeah,
go
bro.
straight to Jordan, try to discredit Jordan. I'm talking, look at LeBron's career, sir. How is he the greatest of all time with a finals record like that? How is he the greatest of all time when being seen giving up? How is he the
Yeah.
greatest of all time when he's not just had the finals record, but the way he lost his finals?
Mhm.
It wasn't
And
like he
it
lost the
goes.
finals in a game 7 to a missed shot that he took. No, he lost a finals because he folded in every fourth quarter of that series, and he was the best player
Yeah.
on the floor.
It
Like,
goes and it goes deeper than it really like. You want to talk about context? There's context to those finals losses. 4 for
yes,
10 isn't
absolutely.
just 4 for 10. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
bro, I don't. You know what's crazy too? I'm gonna bring up something that you probably don't even think about. LeBron against the Spurs his first time in the finals
Hmm.
performed better than LeBron in the finals for the first time with the Heat against the Mavs.
Mm,
So I don't
mm.
want to hear first team, the first time together, new team,
Fuck
this,
no.
that excuse, this, bruh.
Fuck no. The
LeBron in
Celtics,
his first finals against the Spurs played better than LeBron in his first finals with the Heat. You
yeah,
don't get
I
to
don't want to hear
use
that shit.
experience. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear a
Yeah.
fuck thing. Nothing. Just honestly, shut up. 'Cause what are we talking about? This is like I said, bro.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
beautiful thing about this discussion is it's all opinion. It's
It
all
is.
subjective.
Mm-hmm.
It's really to your own interpretation. You can think
Mm-hmm.
LeBron is the GOAT. I don't mind that. I don't
Mm-hmm.
care if you think LeBron is the GOAT. But here's like you just said, when somebody says LeBron's the GOAT, I'm like, okay, that's your business. I don't care to
Yep.
have the argument anymore because I'm
Yeah.
so tired of talking to basketball casuals and they
Yep.
just mask their reasons and excuses and hypotheticals.
Mm-hmm.
I get
Mm-hmm.
tired. It's exhausting and it doesn't make any sense. If you want to give people, if you want to give out second place trophies and medals, be my guest. It's your business. I
That's your
don't
goat.
have to agree. And
Right.
the big problem is bro, I have so many people that just grown, bro, grown as men, right? on fucking Instagram. Legoat, bad James, posting articles, old
Shannon Sharp.
LBJ history highlights. This is why Legoat is get a grip, nigga.
Shannon
You
Sharp.
have you're a father, you're a husband, you're upwards of 30, 40 years old in some cases, and Legoat, get a grip. Actually get a grip.
Bro,
Let
this
go
is
of
so
let
funny,
go,
bro.
bro. This it's a cult. It needs to be studied. I don't
They
understand it.
ride this nigga, bro. They
And
ride him so hard,
they
bro.
do everything in their power to convince the congregation that LeBron is the GOAT. You walk in a room on NBA Christmas Day. Let's say the fucking Lakers are playing. Hey, we watching the GOAT today?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Are you fucking serious? Actually, we're not watching that game since you're here and you're pissing me
We're
off
not.
already. We're
We're not.
not. That game's not. That we're gonna. That could be
I would
the last game of the. That could be the first game
uh,
of the day. We're
I
not.
would
We're not
watch
turning on ball till 2:30.
I would watch every single game, and when that game comes on, turn the football game on, and then turn it off when it's over and go
Literally,
back to basketball.
literally. But have you not experienced that though? With like just coming out of
Yes.
nowhere. Look, you
Yes.
all ready to watch? You see Legoat highlights. You see Legoat
Yes.
broke the scoring record. Like
Yes. Or every time that LeBron
you're
does something crazy, you see what the GOAT did, didn't you? What?
grown ass men, by the way.
The GOAT don't even play basketball no more. What are you talking about?
Get a grip. It's
It's and
I don't
it's to the point because
understand.
I don't want people to think like, oh, we won't listen to anybody who has it. I want you to understand your arguments as LeBron's fans have been the same since I've been watching basketball. They're the
Forever.
same arguments. We've heard it
Forever.
all before. That's what we're saying. You're not coming up with anything that holds weight in this argument. But it's subjective. It's your list. And if your list you want to support having a losing record in the finals as being a great, then that's what you
Carries
shoot
no weight.
for.
Carries no weight in my day, bro. Whatever
Be
floats your
you.
boat. If you think Braun's your goat, it's your business. Yeah, I can hear you. My fault. I didn't mean
Yeah.
to talk over you. My fault. My
No,
fault.
no, you're good. You're good. I was saying, be you. If that's who you want to reward and put at the top of your number one, that's your list.
I tell you
But
what,
you
couldn't
you won't
fucking be mine.
couldn't
Couldn't
be
fucking
me.
be mine. Couldn't be
Couldn't be
me.
me.
Cause let me tell you something, Josiah. If I'm if I'm Kevin Durant or Steph Curry or let's just pick a team in the East. If
Mhm.
I'm Tyrese Maxey or if I'm
Mm,
Jason Tatum and I see
mm,
that we have LeBron in the finals just off of history alone, I like
mhm.
my fucking chances.
Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. Let's go to
Hey,
fucking
hard
war.
rock bet
Let's
minus
do it.
minus 500 Celtics plus 2,000 LeBron James and the Lakers.
Put
Lock
the
it in.
money down. Put the money down.
Put the mortgage up. Put the car up.
Put the car up. Put put
Everything.
put put the life insurance on the line. I don't give a fuck. Let's
Yeah,
do it.
everything. Put the
Let's
will on
do
it.
it.
Absolutely.
You can have the will. You can
Take
change
it
it
to the
any way you
bank.
want.
I
You can
like
change
my
it any
chances.
way.
We got Braun. That nigga don't win there. He don't step over that mountain. This is the best
We
second
got
place
Braun. We
player
got
ever. Best second
we
place
we got
player ever. We good. Like my
we got
chances.
Braun. We got a shot. We got a chance. A
Not only
real
do we have Braun,
chance.
not only do they have we have Braun, Luca?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's
The cone?
easy pickings. Easy
Luca the
pickings.
cone? Oh
Easy
yes.
pickings.
I
Oh
ain't scared
God.
of nobody. Now I tell you
Hey,
this.
I'm gonna be real. We're worried. We're more worried about AR.
I tell you,
Luca
yeah, facts.
offensively as hell.
Facts.
Because again,
Facts.
heaviest stat in basketball, points and everything like that.
Yeah.
Cool. AR, like I don't know, man.
To your point earlier, if you told me we had LeBron in the finals, we had Steph Curry, I'm more fearful of Steph Curry as of today, as we're sitting in today in basketball. I was
And
worried when the Celtics played them just a few years ago. I was terrified. I didn't want to play the Warriors. Not one
Josiah, he
bit.
was holding up his ring finger in game four. It was 2-2. It's 2-2, bro. Y'all had the Warriors up.
2-2.
Pretty sure, I could be wrong. Y'all had the Warriors up 2-0, and they won four straight.
No, we were 1-1 because we split in Golden State. We were
Uh-huh.
up two
Oh
one.
yeah, it's coming
We
it's
w-
coming back to me. It's coming back to me. All I remember
we had
is
the opportunity to get 3-1 though. We were up two
he
one
was holding up his ring finger in the third quarter of a closeout game on his away court
on the Boston
on
TD
Boston's
Garden.
court, brother, in Boston TD Garden with Jason Tatum and
Hmm.
Jaylen Brown on the court.
Yep. Everybody in the arena hates his guts. Everybody in the arena cheering against him. Man,
That's
I remember
different.
that shit. I remember
That's
that. That shit
different.
still haunts me. That shit still haunts me. I
That's
ain't even gonna lie.
different.
There was
Yeah,
nothing we
bro.
could do. But
But I think we're finna wrap this up. That's it for
yeah, man.
episode one. Floating and
Episode
flowing.
one, man.
Y'all follow, subscribe. Any last thoughts, Josiah?
I just want to say for the first episode, loved it. I hope we gave you guys, the content that you're looking for. If you're looking for more of this, this is how it's gonna be. We're gonna talk. We're gonna get each other's points off. We're gonna go back and forth. At the end of the day, we're gonna come to a conclusion. And yeah, this if this is what you like, this is more to come. And so make sure y'all stick around, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll be back. Give y'all more for sure.
Yep. Again, piggyback off that. Like, subscribe, follow the TikTok, follow the Instagram, subscribe to the YouTube. We're going up. Super excited about this. This is our
Mhm.
first episode of this, getting our feet wet with it.
Oh,
But again, what's
also,
up?
Carolina Panthers made it to the playoffs. We going to the Super Bowl, baby. Bryce Young all the way.
Even the sun shines on a dog's ass from time to time. So, I mean, been a real long time since Charlotte has had shiny days in terms of football. Real long time.
We'll take it.
Real long
We'll
time.
take it. Really,
But
in any sport, Charlotte is a terrible sports town. I ain't gonna lie, like
yeah, bro.
professional. So,
Honestly, how they have teams still is beyond me. But hey,
yeah, yeah, that's all I can think of. But all right, man. I don't know. I can't hear him. I can't see him. But if we're checking out, I just want to say, like, comment, subscribe again. Make sure you do that. It's easy. Takes 10 seconds. We'll see y'all next time. Um, Holla at your boy.